But what do you mean? Neuvillette's coming. Oh my god. Very good, gamers. How are we doing? This is Games and Chill, and we're in a new video and new information about the 5.2 banners. You want to save? Well, you got it complicated. So leave a good like, a good Bennett alt, subscribe, leave a good comment. Thank you for enjoying and watching the channel video. Remember, it helps a lot. It's totally free, so subscribe to bell and give it like right now. Thank you also for the commentary for the algorithm. He wants to leave us dry anti-classists for the algorithm. And let's see the new information about the 5.2 banners. Since it was commented and I think you remember it, another kind of banners and this latest information comes from sources a little more reliable and seems to be I hope it will not change again. Because if I don't promise I won't make videos about this, there seems to be something more reliable and definitive quotation marks for 5.2. So let's get started. And the above was supposedly said to be 5.2 in Spine Dragon in Dragon Spine. And in Mondstadt Chaska was coming and they were supposed to come Albedo, Klee, and he was shuffled between Scaramouche and Arakino. And in fact, many of you think you had thought that maybe the 5.2 would arrive. Scaramouche or Arakino at least. Well, the new information says that the ultimate banner is a mega no fake link. I don't rule it out. Because I already have it, it's Neuvillette. Yes, friends, apart from Neuvillette, come in theory, and this is for sure, you have to come. Always an Archont, because the Archont comes, Nahida in this 5.1. Raiden in the 5. Since Venti, Zhongli, and Furina were left to rerun at the beginning of the version. Well, theoretically, we were talking about Venti because in the end, it's a theoretical event at Dragonspot. But now it is said that the Archont that is coming is Zhongli. And finally, to close this banner, the character that closes would be, many will think, well, the Archon arrives at 5.3. We all know that yoimification is real. Well, folks, the next thing about yoimification is Liney. Lini's the other character coming. Now we're talking about Neuvillette, who I know you have a lot of desire, but in short, yes. In the end, this is the banner that they say now. Yes, really, now yes, final. And this is the definitive file. Zhongli is supposed to, as today is, an incredible shield for new players. But in general, it is not highly recommended, and practically nothing is being used on NATLAN's new equipment, so its use is declining in comparison to the use that was intended to be given previously. Only as a defensive contribution, Zhongli summary, Liney is a carry pyro of the entire infinite list of carry pyro, but specifically Liney by under Hu Tao, Gaming and Alecchino in that order of Alecchino top 1, Gaming top 2 and Hu Tao top 3 of Carry Pyro currently in Genshin Impact, with which also disposable. But it has some very interesting nuke team, and remember that's inflating a little bit in some Genshin communities, but it's just inflating it, it's not that good. And finally, let's talk about Neuvillette. Shocked? I think I left in the comments how many you had planned to throw by. Mabuiga was saving up and Neuvillette just literally stabbed your wallet. Remember that to always save you money on proto-gamers and support the channel. Loot Pass link is down here and you're always going to spend a lot less on supporting the channel. And the difference from something you spend can be savings for another character. Other than that, the app gives you cashback. This is like Phil, your ad Imagina. You did not go out today because maybe it is now or maybe not. The case with Neuvillette is that all of us, if I include myself, are waiting for 5.3. And we thought that in 5.2 next to Chaska, we could practically save everything and actually a lot of people. This is the most important point of the video, Neuvillette and Chaska. Chaska turns out that after watching the gameplays and for those who like the leaks and see how it is, the character and so on will consider X link below, also a description, and there's also the Discord link where there's a channel where all the Chaska gameplays are. The case with Chaska is that not only does power creep to Scaramouche, but Chaska's mechanics is that several of the multi-hits that does both with the load and with the ulti that I explained to you in a video talking slightly about the Chaska kit that is around here thanks to editors. Basically, several of the 6 hits you do as much with each loaded, full loaded as with each ulti. They're going to randomly imbue the different elements you have on the team. If you have Krios and Anemos, Chaska is going to do Creo and Anemo hits with a very strong climbing and light. If you have hits from Hydros and Pyro, there are teams in the betas that are being seen where Chaska herself vaporizes the blows and puts 200,000 in a blow. Vaporized being able to load a Khalees of Pyro, and this is rare because Chaska could become the first character with a Khalees other than a Nemos and not other element to maximize. And there are teams finally where they're playing teams of A, Electro and Electro Ororon, a Hydro possibly Furina and a Pyro Bennett where Chaska Only the Chaska himself multi-hits both Electro, Hydro, and Pyro and jumps an Electro charged. An Overload and a Vaporized with her own hits, with which is a carry that... Not just for Karamush flew like carry a Nemo, who could use the same equipment doing it alone. It's a Nemo, but it's a new mechanics entirely where Chaska herself can do. Multi-hits of different elements and can make multi-reactions, surely adapting too. Be able to play concrete teams of elementary reactions only with Chaska herself. Bubbling from Bennett's attack, Furina's buffo, and maybe how he hits different elements. Even from Silonen. Yes friends, Chilonen Geo is buffing Chaska Anemo because Chaska Anemo can enter very powerful hits of other elements that are not Anemo. Then be very careful because this can shake people's proto games apart and at the level of exploration and design Chaska. Many people consider it also of the best characters in the game it is, but I've heard, and I've read a lot of you say it's literally the best in the game. The best of the game today are Furina, Shilonen, Kazuha, and Nahida. The 4 better supports of the game, and in another category inferior to this would come Neuvillette as best carry. Is he an important character for many accounts? Yes, he could be. And is he must pull as the best carry of the game? Yes, it is. Many people already have it, so you have no problems for proto games like Mavuika. But a lot of people were saving up for Neuvillette's cone. If I am the one saving for Neuvillette's cone, and many other people who came in New Zealand. NATLAN does not have Neuvillette, even though it arrived if I remember correctly in the SI. I do not know if 4.5 or 4.7. Remember comments. I do not remember that he came along with Kazuha, who Kazuha returned to 5 and people got crazy because he came very soon. But many new players are looking for and really waiting for news about Neuvillette, or videos of if it is as strong as it is said, or if it's worth it because this Neuvillette on this 5.2 banner is making a lot of people be able to literally lose Mavuika's insured or have to stick cards at best without having predisposed or planned to do that. So this is the one that is supposed to comment that this. Yes, it is true, and as I say, yes. Yes, yes. A link, no final mega. I'll leave the comments that if you want me to change it, but for the better, it's probably already. The banner you bring us on 5.2 a little more short video, but I wanted to tell you about it. This thing that I saw, it left me pretty crazy, and also as final news for you to blow up too. I'm not going to make a video of this for a change so that Auroron is 5 stars, but they're not going to. In my opinion, they're not going to change the character. 4 stars to 5 stars, because if they did it, maybe then they would also have to see each other. Forced to trade Bennett for 5 stars to Ixie Angling for 5 stars or stupidity, so no. So it's a curiosity. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm CEO, so it's not going to happen. But you know this is always a joke, so don't worry. More. Be very careful. Have a very good day. I am not the CEO, and bye.